They're so warm. Either that or mine are cold. Okay, so we've got 3-week growth on here. So we're gonna remove this set and put on a fresh set. I hate to see our kitties go because they were so cute, but we'll have to remember this for next year. Alrighty, let's get where we can remove this. So I'll get my thing out here. Let me get my all right. Are you ready for a fresh set?
Yeah.
You are. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get to removing what we've got on. So I'm gonna put my e-file on. We're gonna do 16,000 rotations here. Let me fix my light. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see a little bit better. All right, I'm gonna zoom in a hair. We'll scoot us over here. Okay. So I'm gonna leave a little bit of gel. So I'm just gonna kind of remove our nail art first. That's gonna be my goal the first time I go around each finger. And I'm gonna try to remove it as smoothly as I can just to kind of set myself up for an easier gel application here. How's everybody doing? Come on in. Okay, I'm gonna turn her finger. Okay, second pass, not second pass, sorry. When we do pass though, around the second time when we go around, we're gonna focus more on debulking so we can do our rebalance, but right now, just the nail art. I'm gonna make sure I get it all off.
Halloween oriented or no?
No, they're not gonna be Halloween oriented. They're gonna be fall oriented though. But I think you're gonna like them. You could consider, I mean, one could consider it Halloweenish, but I wouldn't. I think it's more so fall. Jandy doesn't know what she's getting right now.
X-Man says hi.
Hey, X-Man, come on in. We're just getting started.
X-Man says, how was your day? Matilda
Wonderful.
says hi.
Hey, Matilda. Very good day. I'm glad it's Friday. I'm ready for the weekend. I've been resting kind of a lot because I had been running fevers. But I'm feeling better now that I've kind of rested well this week. And I've had my chicken noodle soup. Just kind of taking care of myself so I don't get anything bad. I really don't want to get sick this year. This is kind of the time I get bronchitis or pneumonia or something. I usually get it. So I'm aiming for not getting it this year. We're not going to do it. I hate it. Is everybody else staying pretty healthy? Because I'm hearing that COVID going around has been a bear this year. Yeah, the kitties were so cute. And I really liked this cat, Raya's cat eye that was so pretty in the background. I think we're gonna do a little bit more pointed shape today, like an almond still, but more of a pointy almond.
X-Man said, can't hear you well because you're lagging.
Ah,
Try going in and
gotcha.
back out.
Okay, let me see if I can do that.
No, them.
Oh, it's probably me if I'm lagging. Are you, well, you can't hear me.
Mine's not.
Okay, I'm just gonna try. Let me see if I can get that.
X-Man liked and subscribed.
Oh, good. Thank you, X-Man. Let me see if I can get out and come back in. I kind of forgot how to do it. And I don't want to hang up. Okay, Jandy said don't try it because I'm gonna hang up on us. I need to, I'll have to watch something again on that so I know how to do it. Or X-Man, if you know how to explain it easily, you can tell us.
Him to go out and come back in. Christy, I like and subscribe.
Thank you, Christy. Now I'm focusing a little bit more on bulk and getting rid of that and kind of making room for fresh gel to go on top here. And as I'm doing it, I'm also looking at her nail and seeing if we've got any spots that look like they might be lifting that we need to focus on. Like so far this, you see where this back part is just like the tiniest bit lighter? That's probably gonna be some lifting. And then right in here, I don't know if you guys can tell, right in here, just on the very edge, it looks like it could be lifting. So let me kind of pull her skin away a little bit. I'm just gonna put my e-file right in front of that lighter bit on this part, just kind of right here, and it should flake off. I'll kind of go down her nail again anyway because I've got to thin it out.
Chloe Marie said, remember me?
Yes, Chloe, how are you? I've got a little bit right here too. So what I'll do too, if I'm kind of getting close, like I'm kind of getting far down with my product, I'll just save it for the next bit. So I'll just kind of keep in mind that I want to flake that part off, and I'll just move on and focus back again on our bulk.
Chloe Marie, I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. We're both, I think, doing pretty good. Are you doing good today, Jandy?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing good too. Are you glad it's the weekend? I should know better to even ask that. She says she guesses so.
Busy weekend.
Yeah, it is going to be a busy weekend. She's working at another job this weekend, so. But at least it's not as, it's a different job, so that's good.
Toys for Days said hi.
Toys for Days. I love it. Hello. Okay, this one has just a tiny bit right in here that's kind of pale. So I'll just remember, I want to flake that off, okay? Let's go on to this one. Yeah, if it doesn't flake off easily, just using my X-cut, then I'll wait until I come back with my arbor band because it's a little bit, it's not as strong of a what you call it, bit, it's got the blades on it. Well, this doesn't really have blades, but the little nooks and crannies on it aren't as strong.
Chloe says, what is the theme of this nail?
It's going to be fall nails, and it's more so going to be about the color. But I think you're going to like it.
Off to this edge.
It's going to be very cute.
X-Man said, are you doing your nails?
Not my nails yet. We're going to do that probably this weekend. I kind of haven't decided yet. We'll see how my weekend goes, but I think I'm going to have time this weekend. At least it looks like it right now. Okay. Let me dust my hand off real quick. Okay, there we go.
Chloe said, oh, nice.
Yeah, it's going to be a real pretty fall color. I think you're going to like it too. It's real pretty. And very easy. The nail art's going to be really easy. There we go. Let's get up in here just a tiny bit. Okay, let me get your thumb. Get your thumb.
Chloe is going to my cousin's house.
Oh, that'll be nice. Are you going to stay the night? I love it when my cousin comes to visit. She's been calling me more lately, so I miss her company.
Kelsa Lopez says hi.
Hi, Kelsa. Okay, again, I'm just thinning out. Sorry, Jandy.
Sugar says hi.
Hey, Sugar. How are you? How's your day going? Okay, I think we're almost done with the bulk. Maybe I'll get right in here on these sides a little bit better. Just smooth it out. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with my arbor bands. So I'm going to switch bits here.
X-Man asked, do you have a cat? I assume he's...
I do. I've got 4 cats. I love them all. They're some of the best personalities most of the time. We've got one that can be a little naughty, but you know, you've always got at least that one that likes to be naughty.
Liv said, where did you get your nail drill from?
I got mine. Mine is from Kira Sky, and it's pretty good. However, if you're just gonna do yourself, or like maybe yourself and some friends and things like that, I would probably just get a Melody Susie, because I think that they're just perfectly fine as well. I kind of like them, so.
Sugar says, it's going good. I'm getting stuff ready for my daughter's homecoming and stuff.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that sounds like fun. There we go. Now we're going to try to chip this off right in here. So I'm just going to, there we go. It's flaking off now. Sometimes it just needs that little extra push. And then I'm just smoothing out the surface.
Sugar, I'll be doing her hair, makeup, and nails.
Oh my gosh, exciting. Are you going to do her nails on a live? I would love that. That would be fun. Has she already picked out what she wants?
Sugar said I should. I never thought about that.
Yeah. I know I was going to do my niece's nails on a live for her homecoming, but when I got over there, she had already, like that week, she had kind of kicked off some of her nails, and so we were going to have to like rebuild and stuff. So it was late. It was later in the evening than I like to be traveling and stuff. So I just decided we'll just do it as quickly as possible. But yeah, it would have made for a fun one. She did a real cute, like milky white design with just a pretty chrome on top. It was very, very cute. And we did like shorter nails, like with just the tiniest bit of a tip. They were very cute. They looked very classy. She wanted to do long though, but I made her go shorter because I've been telling her if she doesn't quit biting at her nails and, you know, breaking stuff off, and then she likes to peel it off when it starts to, you know, after she's been biting on it, it starts to come loose. She likes to peel it. And I tell her all the time, you can't be doing that. So when I showed up and she had some more nails missing, I was like, we're going to have to go short and see if you can handle that. So that's what we're doing right now. But if it keeps happening, we're just going to have to switch to like gel polish, you know, and just do a gel polish look.
Sugar said she's very simple tomboy girly.
Aw.
She's just letting me paint them, no enhancements. I'm using Madam Glam new cat eye red
Oh,
to match
nice.
her dress and shoes. She's wearing Chuck Taylor Converse.
I love it. Oh my gosh, she sounds very cute. That's a great idea. I love that she's wearing her Chucks. Yeah, that'll be really cute. I like the new Madam Glam colors. They're very pretty. Well, I always say that, like, about all the collections. You know, I'm always like, oh, this collection's so pretty. And then I start really wishing I had it, you know. And right now that's, you know, funds are slim, so we gotta not shop like we would like to, unfortunately. Okay, so she still has gel on her nails, but these are her natural nails, and they're looking really, really nice. So I'm not gonna worry about the shape right now. We're gonna keep our length. We're gonna go a little bit more pointed shape, maybe a little bit more kind of like in this direction. And right now I'm just gonna kind of level her out because she has got nails that kind of dip down. You see that? We'll still have them kind of curve slightly down, but some of them are a little bit more extreme than the other, and we just want to lift that up. So I'll go ahead, I'm just going to focus on just lifting up this edge here. So I'm just going to hang on to her finger.
Sugars,
Come
did you get
underneath.
any of the colors at all?
Yes, I did, and I do like that red. The red's probably my favorite. That's probably going to be, though, my last collection that I'm going to be able to afford this year, unfortunately. Okay, I want to go a little bit more lifted. I kind of want it to try to come just right out from that sidewall. Let go this way. Maybe I can show it better this way. Let's see. Right out from this sidewall, which you can see we're just barely, she's got just the bare littlest bit right here at the tip that we need to kind of lift up. Okay, I feel like that's pretty good. Turn your finger this way. Same here, it's really just gonna be at that tip. I'll go ahead and get a little bit in the corner, but mainly it's gonna be at this tip. Okay, I feel like that's pretty good. Here, I'll go ahead and get this side first, so that way she doesn't have to keep moving her hand around. Okay, let me lift this up. Okay, let's lift this up over here. Okay, and this one. You just kind of have to be a little careful whenever you're filing the nails at this particular stage because they're not very strong because we just removed all of our gel. Well, not all of our gel. We just removed, though, about 90% of our gel. Her nails happen to be very, very strong, usually, so I know she can handle it. And plus I'm kind of supporting her nail on this other side with this hand. Okay. Let me get this over here. Oh, that dips down pretty good. Okay, let's lift this up. And I'm just kind of focusing not so much up in that corner, more at the free edge. And I don't care for it to be absolutely perfectly straight because she kind of likes that little dip down in her nail anyway.
LG, is this to straighten out more curved nails?
Yes, yes. The nails kind of curve down. Yep. That's exactly what. And then I'll look underneath and I can still see I've got some room on this side that I can file at this tip. Okay. Let me get this side, Jandy. Let's see, I already got that one.
Rich said, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I watched that live of you doing the colors.
Yeah. Yep. They're pretty colors. I think though the red is my favorite. Okay, let me look straight on. These look pretty good. I'm just gonna come up just a tad at this tip over here. There we go. And let's look at this one. This one's not too bad. Okay, and I can lift up just a hair at the tip. Okay, this side. Yeah, this one's not too bad either. There we go. Okay, you're ready. You're ready, Freddie. Okay, let me just get our hands again here. And we got to talking about that, and I forgot to, let me do our next step, because I actually missed a step here. That's what happens when you start to think about something else, and then you get distracted. Okay, we're going to zoom in a hair more. Jandy, you tell me if you can see pretty good. And I'm going to push our cuticles back. And I'm going to get it on the side.
The center.
Okay, and just go all the way around. And you can also use the side if that's a little bit easier for you. I kind of rotate between different ways that I tackle it depending on how long it's been since we've done a pretty good cuticle cleanup. Okay, we're just making sure we push this back. Her cuticles aren't bad though, really. You know, if you keep doing your cuticles every couple weeks, you know, just kind of checking in with them and making sure everything is kind of pushed back yourself at home, then it makes it a little bit easier when you go in to get your nails done. They won't be such a bear. Okay, let's get this pushed back. Okay. All right, let me go around with I'm just gonna go around again with my arbor band, and we'll go at a low speed, so at about 4 RPMs, 4,000.
BS Preppy Vibes says, hey, I'm back.
Hey, BS Preppy Vibes. There we go. So I'm just taking care of her cuticle area right now. You can do it with a cuticle bit, but you can also do it with your arbor band. If you're doing it with your arbor band and you don't feel like you're getting it good enough, then definitely get in there with your cuticle bit, is what I would say. Don't forget to get your sides. There we go. Let's get back up in here a little bit better. Okay.
Marie has to go.
All right, Chloe, you have a good evening. Thank you for coming in, and we'll see you next time. Looking good, Jandy. All right. Now let's get you cleaned up. And I'm just using my swipe to clean her nails off, and at the same time it's going to dehydrate them, and it's also going to set us up for really nice adhesion.
Sugar, be right back. Gotta call
Okay.
for some pizza.
Yeah, you do what you need to. Ooh, pizza sounds so good. My gosh. And I'm going to go ahead, Jandy, and just kind of level up your sides real quick. So I'm just kind of coming in and making this level. Hers get a little, I don't want to say carried away, but they can kind of.
She's getting taco pizza.
Ooh, taco pizza. Mmm. Golly, that sounds so good. We haven't had pizza in a long time, Jandy. Well, we not in a long time, too, probably. Pizza's gone up around here, man. Oh,
We did last week, didn't we?
did we? What pizza did we have last week?
Don't know.
Where'd you have pizza? Did you sneak away and have pizza without me?
Sophia said the nails are so long and
I
pretty.
know, right, Sophia?
Are
Thank
they-
you.
Sue says, are they acrylic?
They're her nails, and then we just have, right now she's got a very thin layer of gel on them. But yeah, these are her natural nails. We can probably go ahead and shape them a little bit since we've been doing stuff, and I can see that that they're handling it pretty well. They're not too flimsy, you know? Yeah, that's real pretty.
Michaela said hi.
Hey, Michaela. Let's bring this one in a little bit. And this one in over here. And then we'll just kind of smooth it out. And just kind of make sure they're similar. Like I feel like the other one has a tip that kind of comes in a little bit more. So I'm going to bring this one in a little bit more. And then just kind of even it out. Yeah, that looks really nice. Oh, I can't wait to get your fall nail art on here.
Michaela said, how are you?
I'm doing real good, Michaela. How are you? Okay, that looks good. Looking good, Jandy. I know, don't you guys wish that you had nails that would grow like just naturally really long and pretty? She's got strong nails, so if I put some gel on them and if she's kind of careful, you know, if we put a good layer of gel on them and she's kind of careful, then they do real well.
Michaela says, mine do.
Oh, they do. Wow. Gosh, you're lucky. Lucky, lucky.
Victoria Kilman said hi.
Hey, Victoria, how are you? We're just kind of getting started. I just finished up her prep. We shaped the nails a little bit, and we're about to do our rebalance and kind of give her a bit of a nail lift in the process.
Nisha's says, I'm from India and I'm a beginner and I want to be a nail
Hang on
artist.
1 second. Keep at it, because you just have to keep practicing, you know, with what you can.
Michaela too.
Yeah, Michaela, same thing. Yep. Just keep at it. Don't let anything get you distracted, you know? It's easy to get distracted, but try not to let it. Okay, let me grab one of my gels here. I'm just gonna use my I'm really liking this Zen. I'm really liking it. This is the apricot blossom still. I haven't bought another one. This one's pretty big, so it'll probably take me a while to get through, which is a good thing. But so with this system, let me get this peeled off real quick. Here we go. Let's see here. Let me get I still use my protein bond. So we're going to use our Young Nails Protein Bond to make sure good adhesion. So we just kind of lift her up. Put this on here. There we go.
Anisha said, your videos help me a lot in learning.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad to hear that. That's what I hope for them. I know for me, it helps me to watch and then, you know, try it myself. But I get a lot from watching. So, and anything that I happen to learn along the way, I will pass on to you guys. Okay, we got that one. So I'm just avoiding the skin and putting it all over the nail, just like you would, like if you're painting a nail. And in some areas, like back here, I'm just kind of scrubbing it in, just with the bristles. And I'm down to the very bottom of my bottle, so sometimes I have to dip back in a little bit more than I would like to if it were a fresh bottle. Like right now, we go back in. Oh, I see a little hair on my finger. There we go.
Victoria, you ready for Young Nails Black Friday sale? Do you
Oh
know what
my
you're gonna
gosh.
grab?
I need to still make my, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through my Young Nails supplies and I'm gonna make a list of what I've got, then go through the website, make a list of what I would like to have. I'm gonna make like a double, you know, like whatever we have to pick out, and I can't remember what the number is. I think it's 10. I'm just gonna double that, so that way if I get in there and stuff is sold out, my first choice, then I'll still have some, you know, written down for my second choice. And I asked one of my clients to kind of do the same thing, so that way between the two of us, we can get it together. And with this Zen, you're just gonna use your Zen as your base. So I'm just gonna come in here and we're just gonna paint this on.
Victoria, I want the new e-file and new gel polishes.
Oh yeah, yeah. I want some more glitters. I know I want some more glitters. I would like that. And it's time for me to get my my Synergy gel and stuff like that I get every year. Because it really does help me it prolongs, you know, whenever I have to get it again. And then my swipe and stuff like that, I always look forward to getting because it lasts me like almost all year. Right now, hopefully I'll get some more clients this year. I've been really trying to reach out to some Facebook groups and you know, kind of get the word out there because I work from home and it's, you know, a small business, and I think that's not where a lot of people think to look for nail techs. And I don't advertise anywhere than like on my social media, so it's been kind of hard finding, you know, clients. But if anyone is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you're looking for a nail tech, I do accept clients.
Victoria,
And I'm
yes,
looking for them.
I have to stock up on swipe because I'm almost out and I need
Yeah.
more onto the next nail polish.
Yeah, yeah. And I've got I need it's time for my protein bond. I'm really looking forward to those kinds of things because I've been, oh gosh, and my top coats, because I'm getting slim on my top coats.
Michaela says, I
There we
sell
go.
nails and I've made $30 so far.
Oh, Michaela, that's awesome. That's really good. Just keep at it and people will remember, you know? And even if there's other people that like to do it, sometimes, go ahead and go in the nuker. Sometimes people get bored with it, you know, or tired of doing it. So if you've got like other people that are doing it around you and you're like, oh, I might as well not do it because they usually go to this person first or whatever, just keep it up because there's so many people that, you know, after a couple of years or some after a couple months, they get bored of doing it and they'll stop. But you know, if you keep doing it, then people will remember that you're out there too.
Lady V said, such gorgeous nails. The shape is stunning.
Oh, thank you, Lady V.
Nisha, so satisfying watching your work.
Nisha, how are you? All right, now we can go in with our wet layer. So I'm just gonna get just a little bit on my brush. And we're just gonna kind of wet this. Oh goodness, this loud dog over here crying.
You're gonna have to get down for now.
Oh, she's such a complainer. And then I'm gonna go in with a bigger dollop. So just about like that. And I'm just gonna focus right at where my apex would go, and I'm gonna kick this dollop off. Sometimes it takes me going around a couple times to get it kicked off. And then I'm just gonna kind of fluff it up towards that cuticle area. And then we're going to swing it right down this middle barrel of the nail. And if I get to a point, like I'm getting right here and I'm realizing I need a little bit more gel, I'm just gonna stop where I am, go in, pick up some more gel. I'm just gonna go right back in that apex area, kick it off in that same area, and then I'm just gonna pull more of a little bit of a bulk down. And since her nails dip down around the free edge and more towards the tip, I actually have to apply a little bit heavier in that area to kind of lift it up. So I'm gonna look at them here in a second. We're gonna see what we're looking like. And I go a little bit further beyond that nail. Okay, it's looking good. And then I'm just gonna come in here, grab the tiniest bit, run it down my side, and same thing over here, tiniest bit. That just kind of ensures that I'm gonna have enough up against my side. If you get it on the skin, just immediately wipe it off. Okay, and the nuker, Jandy? And you'll just go for like 10 seconds. That way it'll freeze it in place. And then once we finish all the nails, we'll go in for a full cure to kind of cure everything. But I can go ahead and dip back into my pot while she's in there and just get a little bit so I can re-wet that nail. The next one. Okay. And this is our wet layer.
Pilar Sanchez said,
Hey, Pilar, how are you? I'm gonna get a bigger scoop than I even got last, because remember, we didn't get to come down the whole nail. So I'm keeping that in mind. I'm gonna drop it off right where my apex is.
it's Rue said hi.
Hey, it's Rue. Okay, fluff it back towards the cuticle. You're just kind of bouncing it back and forth. And then we're gonna come down that barrel. I didn't come far enough over, so let me do that. There we go. And I'm still kind of running out, like right about there, so let me just grab a little bit more. I'm gonna go back in towards my apex area, and I'm just going to pull a larger bulk down. And I can do that because of her particular problem with her nail kind of grows down at the tip. So it's okay to have a little bit more than what, say, most people would have. Okay, that's looking good. Let me pull a little, let me steady myself. Okay, this away. Grab me a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at it one more time on the side. Actually, before I even move it, I can tell I need to, whoop. she moving you, Jandy? Okay. I knew something was moving. I was like, what's going on here? Why are you moving? Okay, in the nuker. I'll let you freeze that in place. Jandy's holding the puppy, so. And just 10 seconds, Jandy. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my little tiny dollop to get it wet. I wanna put a little bit more on this one, but we're gonna go ahead and move on to this one right now. Okay, I'm getting a little bit more. Kind of splaying my brush out towards that back cuticle area, bring it all the way over. Now we're gonna go in for that bigger dollop. This finger doesn't dip down as bad as the last one. So let's see how far we get with this dollop.
Olivia, where is the brush from?
This brush is from, well, it's a Young Nails Master Gel Brush, but I got it from Gemini Cosmetics because they sell Young Nails as well. And I don't have a code with Gemini Cosmetics that saves you, but MJ from Nail Culture does, and it is MJAY15. And when you shop at Gemini Cosmetics, it will save you 15% off. So if you decide you want to get it, I love this brush. It has helped me a whole lot. So far, it's my favorite brush to apply gel with. I like that it comes to at the tip. Okay, nuke. It's got, let me get it cleaned off real quick and I'll show you a little bit better. Hang on here. Let me get this wiped down.
Olivia said thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, let me show you a little bit better. Okay, let me get my little pad wiped off here. Okay. So, I'm just gonna kind of drag it to clean it. There we go. And usually it sits like this, like shaped like this. I love the way it comes to a point. It's really nice and thin, like even on, even on the nail. And you can really bring that brush up and get it as tight, where you need it, as you need to. So that's my favorite thing about it, but it's the Young Nails Master Gel Brush. And Young Nails is about to have a sale, so it might be a good time to get it. Let me look at this one again, Jandy. You know what? I think it's gonna be fine. Because I know you like yours to kind of have that natural. Well, maybe I'll go up. I'm just gonna add a little bit more on here. And on the next one, just a little tad bit. I'll show you how much I'm gonna get on my brush here. So on this one, about that much. And I can see it's right in this area right in here. So I'm gonna just kick this off here and just stay on top of the barrel and bring this down. And I'm just kind of evening out this side just a wee bit. I'm not really bringing it down the side. Okay, nuke that for like 10 seconds, Jandy. I'm gonna go ahead while she's in that nuker. I'm gonna go ahead and get my next little dollop for her other nail. Okay, come on out. Okay, and on this one, let me show you. So it needs to just lift up a little bit more on that top part. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just going to kick it off right about here. And it's such a little area that I can really just swing it around a couple times and it's gonna kick off where we want it to. And I do wanna come down this tip just a wee bit. Okay, and that nuker, Jandy? Just for 10 seconds again, you'll be good. Okay, and we're gonna do her pinky next, so it can just be a tiny little one. Okay, she's coming. What'd you do? Okay, she thought she did something. Okay, so we're gonna wet this. I really like working with this Zen gel though, guys. It's really, really nice. I'm really liking it a lot. And I mean, that's what she was wearing last time, so it has held up 3 weeks really nicely. We didn't have any kind of problems with it. Okay, let's swing this just right on top of the barrel of the nail. Let's drag it down. Come over, bring a little bit more onto my side and a little bit more onto this side. And I feel like she needs the tiniest bit just right in here again.
Discipline says thank you.
Yes, Discipline, you're welcome. Okay, I'm gonna lift up just a little bit and poof this up right here. Now what you can also do is have her turn her hand over, and you just want to keep that parallel, and that gel will kind of lift up more towards the center of the spine of the nail where you want it to. And then just have her immediately go under, and you'll just go under like this, Jandy, okay? Just go under. And we've got our thumb next. So while she's in that nuker getting her little finger ready, I'm gonna go ahead and get my wet layer that I wanna work with. So just about like that. And you guys, thank you for hitting the like button. I really appreciate it. Helps other people find the channel, because YouTube kind of waits to see what people are liking before they recommend anything, so it helps a lot. And if you're not already subscribed, but you like watching nail content or just kind of chilling out and listening to stuff, listening to girls chit chat, then subscribe. I think you'll like it. It's kind of nice to fall asleep too. I have a lot of my clients listen to fall asleep. Okay, so I've got it on here. I already know I don't have as much as I need, but I'm gonna get this started. So I'm just gonna fluff it up towards my cuticle. Bring it down just a little bit. Let me get another dollop. She's got kind of a wider thumb, so I knew I wouldn't be able to get enough in one dollop, but I'm just gonna drop this back off where we want our apex. And then tilt her finger down. And then I'm just gonna rock it from side to side down that barrel. Until we get to the tip. And I actually want to grab, because I know we need to lift our tip up, I'm going to grab the tiniest bit more and just apply this one at the tip, and then we'll just kind of even it out.
Natasha said, damn, those are so pretty.
Oh, thank you, Latasha. It is a gorgeous product too. I mean, I'm really liking the way this product looks. It's very, very pretty. And this is, you know, I don't even think this is like their most popular color. They've got some gorgeous colors. And they have a whole, I really want to get, like, they have a whole collection of natural looking colors that I want to get. This one came from the natural looking collection, but I only got the one. Okay, Jandy, go on in. And I think I might want to, because I went ahead and had to lift those nails up just a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and lift up her pointer finger just a little. And just to make sure I've got enough product on there when I get to e-filing that we don't have to stop and add anything, I'm just gonna do that now. So let's, or did I add? No, I can see. Okay, right here. Again, just right at the free edge. If I did add some, it could use a little more, so I feel like maybe I did add more. But it's okay. We'll just add a little bit more. Okay, looks good. In the nuker. You'll go in the nuker for 60 seconds. That will fully cure everything. And then the next thing that we're gonna do, I went ahead and cleaned my brush off, but I leave a little bit of that gel on there, and I just make sure to kind of put it back in a pointed shape. And then, of course, now I'm gonna be up, like, where is it? Let's see. Then I've got my little container. I just keep it in here with the little lid on it. So that way it doesn't get any hair or any fuzzies or anything like that on it. Well, I say that. Hang on, there. I was putting on the wrong tip. This tip, because it's just clear and open on the inside. Because, you know, gel likes to hang on to any little fuzz ball it can find. So that way I don't have to worry about it. And while she's in the nuker and she's almost done, I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple of these out for us. I might as well wet one because we're gonna remove her sticky. She's coming out. And then we're gonna file this into shape. Okay, there you go, Jandy. Hang on, I'm trying to pull everything along with me. I'm like the clumsiest person in the world. Okay, so just taking our sticky off. And we shouldn't have too much to file because we really just laid on, you know, as much as we absolutely needed to be able to get our shape in. But we'll go ahead, let me back you guys up so you can see a little bit better. There we go. And I'm just gonna go in with my arbor band. I'm just gonna keep my arbor band on. And I'm gonna go at like 12,000, whoops, something's making a funny sound. 12,000 RPMs. There we go. That should be enough. And we're gonna start putting these in shape. So I'm gonna first, we're going for a real natural shape. So I shouldn't have to do too much, but I'm gonna focus on my horizon, which I kind of consider the outline. Okay, so I wanna figure out where do I want my apex to be, and I want it to be right about there. She likes hers just to slightly come down, which they're already gonna have a downward shape. I can bring my apex in a little bit more. That's gonna be a real pretty shape on there. Just get my tip a little bit better, okay? Then we're gonna get get that cleared off a little bit so we can see. Then we're gonna focus on the sides, which I call them saddle bags. It's this fat part right here. And we just kind of want it to gradually kind of come downward in a real pretty shape. And then come down. Let's just make this even with that top part. We're just kind of marrying down the center where we came and the side.
Oh, Donna Lopez says hello.
Hey, how are you? Okay, same over here. Let's come up our side haunches. And we're just kind of marrying it with this top part that we thought was a good shape. And bring this down. Marrying this part with the center. And I can see I need to come in a little bit more over here. Okay, let's look again from the side. Okay, I can probably bring this apex down just a hair more. Okay, that's gonna be pretty. All right. Same with this one, and I'll just go all the way around. Let's get our apex where we want it. Okay, I want my apex right about there. Gonna bring this down a hair. Okay, looking good. We'll marry up our side honchos, our saddlebags. I'm just making that side just kind of just as high that to where this is still the tallest part, you know? It's just gonna gradually slope up. Same over here. Let's get our side haunches. And I'm just staring at it right down the barrel and rotating it. Once you think you got it just about where you want it, just wait for your regular. We're gonna file it as well just to put it in really, really nice shape. But when you got pretty much the main shape in there, you can kind of stop, right? Okay. When you got most of it done with your e-file. Okay, let's look. I want my apex to come down a little more. Okay, and it's already tilted down pretty good. I like the way it's tilting down at the tip. It's just kind of right. But I do want to slim out my little saddlebags, marry up my sides with that top part. Let's get saddlebag over here. I'm gonna pull her skin back. And I'm just staring down that barrel. Okay. I'm gonna go, let's see. I can go a little bit lower on the tip here. Maybe even a little bit more. Okay, I like that. All right, let's get her pinky. Let's look at it sideways. This needs to come down. I like the tip. Okay, there we go. Pinky is so easy because it's so little. Just marry up my sides with my top that I just got exactly how I want it.
Chris Stock says cute.
Thank you, Chris.
Elizabeth says hi.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Sit here.
Okay, thumb. Thumb, 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 thumb. You know what? I forgot to turn my... Lord have mercy. How many times do I forget to do that? Every time about... You would think I would remember. No, I don't. Okay, let me put my apex in. So I want my apex to be right in here. So let's just start to come down here. There we go. Okay, just very natural shape. Let's get our side saddlebags. And I'm mainly looking just right down at it and then looking down the barrel. And if you guys ever want, if you're having trouble with your filing, something else that's really helped me, I'll show you here in just a second. There you go, Jandy. Just come up on your side. We look down the barrel.
From Brown said hi.
Hey, Jacqueline. Okay, let me get you brushed off, Jandy, real quick. Let me get her cleaned up so we can see everything freshly. And then I'm going to show you guys if you ever have any trouble filing and you, sometimes we have trouble filing, and then there are times we even get to a point where we kind of can't even imagine. For some reason, you get to where you're like, oh my gosh, I've been thinking about this so much that I kind of don't even know exactly where I'm headed. So I'm going to show you something that helps me. Let me get this out. I can use this to show you guys an example here. So whether you have a tip of any kind, it can be this tip, like this is a dual form. It can be a dual form tip, or it could be like a tip that you are going to adhere with some glue. This kind of helps you see how it should look, right? Or how it should feel, because I kind of feel mine too. But when you look down at it, you see how everything on the very top is going to be your very tallest. And you can kind of get an idea for where your apex is, and the slant at the front should kind of look like. Definitely get a tip that you like the shape of, you know, to do this with. And then you can kind of see your saddlebags, about how narrow they need to be, and where that barrel comes in, you know? Like this, I consider the barrel of the nail just right down that center. Kind of where those lines are, right? I kind of consider that your barrel. But this gives you a really good idea, and you can kind of feel it. And this should be kind of what your nail should feel like whenever you've got it shaped and you think you've got it just right. Just kind of feel it and, you know, realize, does it feel like it comes in right? You know, that's helped me out a lot. I think the hardest part in that was just finding a form or a nail tip shape that I really, really, really loved and wanted to try to be able to get that shape, you know? Okay, Jandy says give her a minute here. She's gonna go run to the restroom. While she does that, I'm just gonna use my swipe and we'll clean up my little palette. Here she comes. Okay, she coming.
Is the barrel the apex?
Actually, the barrel, what I consider the barrel is all the way down the nails. So from your apex, it includes the apex area all the way down. That like if you look at the horizon of the nail, it's going to be the highest point all the way down that nail. Okay, does that kind of make sense? Hopefully it makes sense. It made sense to me to think of it that way, so that's why I hope that helps you guys too. I'm gonna start with your pinky. I'm just gonna kind of refine my shape because we're pretty much done with our gel application, other than we're gonna do some nail art, so.
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay,
Thank you.
good. Yeah, it's so hard. I know we each learn a little bit different. And honestly, there wasn't anybody that told me to look at like a nail tip that I really liked. I just kind of got to thinking about it one day, because it took me a real long time to find a nail tip that I really liked the shape of. And then once I did, I thought, you know what? I really need to study that because I really like that nail tip. And then think about what that feels like, what it looks like from every angle that I look at it. But then also I watch MJ from over at Nail Culture. She creates beautiful nails. So she's helped me a lot. And also Dorita I think it's Palenka. Dorita Palenka has a YouTube channel as well. She does beautiful nails too. I like watching all those ladies. Young Nails has always helped me since the beginning of time. Okay, I'm gonna zoom y'all in so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of smoothing things out. So I'm coming up, just kind of dragging my file up over back here where it's supposed to be kind of, you know, more smooth. And I'm not like really doing anything hard. I'm just kind of trying to go all the way around that cuticle area.
Monica and Connie say hi.
Hey, Monica and Connie.
Elizabeth, do you watch Kirsty Meakin? I love
Oh,
her too.
I love Kirsty Meakin. Yes, my gosh, she's amazing. I get her products too, so. But they've stopped selling them in the U.S. right now, unfortunately, because of, you know, President Trump and his tariffs. So hopefully that will change soon. I'm staying hopeful on that matter. Oh, it's wearing me out, I tell you. Not you, Trump. Not Jandy. Yeah, he's killing me with his, with all of it, with his tariffs and his destroying everything he comes in contact with, including the White House. I won't get political though. Just know where I stand on the matter, if you were wondering. So I'm just kind of, we already kind of shaped this, but I'm just making sure that any gel that ran over that might have kind of broken the shape that we were going for, I'm just getting it back right now. And then let's bring this over, smooth this out. Okay, I'm gonna kind of move you just a little bit, Jandy. And I just kind of come back down, come back over again if I feel like I need to. And we'll just kind of smooth out this tip. And the reason I'm not really taking a lot off that tip, like if you look down at the barrel, it's a little thick. It's a little thick right now, but I'm not worried about it because we'll get it from the underside if we need to, or when we need to. Because we wanted to lift her finger anyway, right? Because she's got that natural slant down. So keep that in mind on her particular nails. And I want to bring this in just a little bit more. I can't wait to show you guys we're using a cat eye today. And it is a gorgeous cat eye, very kind of different, more of like a metallic brown cat eye color. It's beautiful. It's by Riya, who I love. She has I think it's Shop Riya. Yeah, it's Shop Riya, now that I think about it.
Crawford, hang on.
Hold on, guys. We've got a little pup that is, she's having back issues. So she's being a little bit more needy than usual. Hang on, Jandy, okay, there. Jandy's gonna grab that real quick. While she's doing that, I'm gonna show you the next bit that we're gonna use. We're gonna go around our cuticles with this little bitty cuticle bit. So I'll get that out and ready. And we won't be doing any more filing other than that once we get this shape in here. And let me show you the color we're gonna use. This is by Riya. It is called Mystery Cat Eye 2 because I had gotten it in a Christmas, I think it was like 2 Christmases ago in their little Christmas box collection. And there were a couple different mystery cat eyes, but this one is Mystery Cat Eye number 2. It's this really pretty brown cat eye. Let me show you what it looks like. Do you see that color? Is that not gorgeous? It's beautiful. And then we're gonna do a little bit of distressing nail art on top after we get after we get our shape on here. We're gonna, well, I'll show you. We'll get there. She's telling me to hang on a second. These poor kids, when their little backs get to hurting, I tell you, it's something else. You gotta tote them around everywhere. She's a little chihuahua. I really wouldn't have thought her back would have gotten so bad, but it did. So for the next 6 weeks, we have to tote her around, carry her everywhere, put like a little belly band around her stomach when she goes to the bathroom. That's for 6 weeks, guys. Oy. But she's done it
6
before.
months last time.
Yeah, it was 6 months last time around. So,
Sandra, Nails by Sandra said hi.
hey, Sandra. We're about to get into the nail art here. After I get her shaped up real nice. And I'm just kind of leveling everything off and making sure. I kind of turn you on your side, Jandy. Making sure everything is nice and level. And that we've got our tip as thin on top as we can get it. Because then the rest of it is going to come from filing underneath. Okay, looks really good, Jandy. All right, so now I can put on this little bit that we were just talking about, the little cuticle bit. Put this in here. And I'm just gonna go on a 5,000 RPMs. I'm gonna just swoop this out here. I don't think we really have to get too much. I kind of narrowed it down pretty good out there. And I didn't apply a lot of gel back at our cuticle, so really it looks pretty dang good. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. It'll just polish a little bit more finely. Okay. Pull this little sidewall back. The other thing that you can do at this part, we can also clean up her skin. If you notice it looks a little rough. Like just right here, she's got a little bit that could kind of polish up a bit. There we go. Let's see, let me get this one a little bit to the skin over here. That skin is pretty good. Okay. Let me get this a little bit better in this corner. There we go. Okay. Okay. Did I get I got your thumb first, right? Yeah. Okay, I want to go ahead too and just kind of kick off a little bit of this skin back here that is just kind of like barely hanging on. If I can't get it kicked off real easily with this, I'll get another bit for us. Or not, sorry, not another bit, I'll get my little clippers. Let me try it again. Okay, no, it's not gonna work for us. All right, let's go around again with our swipe. Make sure we get all the dust removed before we try to lay down our next layer here. Whoop. Okay, and I'm just brushing it, I'm sweeping out. So that way we get anything out of those little sidewalls. Jandy's got kind of deep sidewalls, so I may have to kind of pull her skin back whenever I swoop through. And before you lay your hand down, Jandy, let me roll this off so that way we get our dust out our way. Okay, got it. All right, now I'm gonna go in with, okay, let me show them what I'm doing real quick. Okay, I'm gonna get my palette ready, and this is my Young Nails Synergy Gel. I'm gonna use this. And you know what I forgot to grab? Let me grab one more thing, guys. Hang on one second. Jan, you want to keep on company while I grab this real fast?
I'm just get it in frame. Hey, Edith.
Is she being naughty?
Come here. Thank
Okay.
you.
I almost forgot. I needed my little bitty foil, my little saran wrap, because we're going to do some textures. Not on all of the textures, mainly going to be just on our accent nails. So let's do this one. So I'm just going to kind of put a dollop. Well, I'm going to try to put a dollop. Okay, because we don't need a whole lot. And then, you know what I didn't get? My, hang on guys, I've put my brush up, but it's okay, I'll use this brush for this here. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of put this on here. I'm gonna stay away from my cuticle. This is more so gonna be on the top of the nail. Okay, and then we're gonna put this on here. Kind of lay it taut around that nail. And then I'm gonna get my little stick and we're just gonna kind of create some texture. And you want it to be a little bit more crinkly than big crinkles, right? So let me try to. I always have a hard time with this. Okay, nuke that for like 10 seconds, Jandy. We'll see if we got it crinkly enough. If I didn't, we'll just do it again. Okay, she should have like 5 more seconds. And then we should be able to tell. Okay, come on out, Candy. Okay, let's undo her. Okay, good. We've got texture. Do you see? Looking good, Jandy. Okay, go on back in there. Just for like 5 more seconds. And then while she's doing that, I'm gonna get this kind of pulled back out for myself. Okay, Jandy, come on out again. Okay, and I think I'm gonna do, let's see, I'm gonna do that one, and I'll do this one. So let me go ahead and put this down where I want it. Again, I'm just staying back from that cuticle. Keeping it more on top here. Let's lay this on top. Get my little stick. And we'll just crinkle it on up. Well, I say that. Crinkle it up. Okay, and the nuker, Jandy? I think I'm gonna do one more finger. I'm gonna do her thumb. So that way when she looks at it, she can see the nail art that we've done on it. I think that will be a good choice for her. I always kind of like to do at least like one thumb if we're just gonna do accent fingers. So that way they can kind of have, you know, one finger at least that they're looking at the nail art from. Okay, come on out, Jandy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that on there because I've got a little bit more foil I can work with. And I'm just going to do the same thing on her thumb. So put this on here. Let's wrap that around, and then we'll crinkle. Okay, nuke. She's gonna go in there for a full 60 seconds, which she's already done, you know, a little bit because we've been going off and on. But we'll go ahead and have her go for 60 seconds. Put this brush back up.
Great job.
Thank you. And the next thing I want is to have my little liner brush handy. So I've got that here off to the side. All right, while she's in there, she's about to come out, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my little swipey here to make sure we take off our sticky, because we're gonna do a little bit of filing here shortly. Okay, you're good, Jandy. All right, so let me pull off Isa one and pull off Isa one. Uh-oh. Why you got some foil stuck on you here? Hold on. She got a little bit of foil stuck on her here and there. We'll get it off though, because we're gonna file it anyway. Okay. I'm staring at it like, why? Why did the foil stick? Why did those saran wrap stick to you? Okay, let me put you in the light. I'm just gonna go ahead and clip off kind of like these bigger little parts here, because we don't need them and we don't really want them. Okay. Like she had a little bit here that ran onto her skin. We're gonna get it with something different. We'll get it with our e-file here in a bit. And we're just kind of taking off. If a little bit of that kind of ran over, or if it's sticking up in a weird way, like this is really high, so I don't really want it that high. Be a little careful though that you don't take off too much of your design that you put on there. Yeah, it ran over here a little bit too. Okay, let's see this one again. There we go, we just took off a little bit more. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with my Riya, and this is our Mystery Cat Eye, number 2. Let me get my little handy dandy, why can't, magnet, magnet out. I was like, why can't I think of what that thing is called? Okay, and we're just gonna go ahead and put this all over. I need to get more on my brush here in a second. See how metallic it looks? It's really cool. Put more on my brush. And you'll kind of have to work it in some places. Because it'll like to just hit those top, you know, those little high points. But you want to kind of get it pushed down into the lower points. Okay, kind of like that. Get this a little bit better, a little bit more on the tip. Okay, then we're gonna sparkle it up. Oh, that looks so cool. Okay, Jandy, and the nuker. You'll go the nuker just for like 20 seconds or 10 seconds. 10 seconds will probably be enough. Let's see you. All right, so it looks like that for right now, okay? We're just gonna go around and do each finger here. And right now I'm just gonna focus on the ones that we did the saran wrap on, or the saran wrap. This one I'm gonna have to file off because it ran onto her skin, so. Just want to make sure we get all the way around, especially up in these lower areas. And my tip. Okay, again, we'll have to clip that off over here. All right. Jazz it up. I'm just kind of going all the way around it. Okay, and the nuker, Jandy. What do you guys think about Raya? Do you love it? Do you love that color? I think she's gorgeous. She's rather gorgeous. Oh, I hear you. Okay, come on out, Jandy. Okay, let's do this one.
Jeannie said, why does it look bubbly?
Oh, it's gonna be part of our nail design that we're doing. We're not done with it though yet. This is just kind of, you know how it goes through stages sometimes? This is just that stage that's going through.
Hush.
Okay. Okay, that looks good. All right. Jazz it up. Get her singing and all sparkly. Okay, nuke. Nuke. I've done work on her cuticles. We don't do extreme work here, sorry. You'll have to watch somebody else for like the extreme cuticle work. I just don't do that over here. Different reasons why, but yeah, we don't do that here. Because a lot of that you're removing live tissue. Whenever you're cutting, you know, like whenever you start cutting beyond this little, you know, this little lighter part of your cuticle, you're cutting into live tissue. And we don't do that here. We don't do that here in the United States. We shouldn't be doing that in the United States. But we definitely don't do it here in Texas, and I don't do it here on my channel. So sorry, that's just our rules here. And I don't want to lose my license over, you know, doing something I'm not supposed to do. So we're not gonna do that. Okay, she's almost done. But there are many out there that do it. It's a very popular look right now. It started in Russia. They had their Russian manicure. That's kind of where they started doing it over there. And a lot of people love that look. I see why. It makes for really pretty photographs. But you are cutting it into live tissue. Okay, get you back over here. Now, so I've removed the tacky. I'm gonna take my file and we're just gonna kind of focus on those higher points. And I'm going to buff this off a bit. And what you'll wanna do, because we really don't wanna hit the low points. So just kind of focus on where it's taller. And we just kind of want to scrape across some of those. And if you kind of feel like you can't see what you're doing, just use your handy dandy wipey. I can really get in here on this side. Okay, let's take a look. gonna go one more little pass by around. Get back here where it's got a lot of texture. And I'm just dragging it across the high points. And it's okay if you start to take some of that color off on the high points, don't sweat it. There we go, we've got a little bit of that color removed, but do you see kind of what happens? You start getting this very cool kind of effect going on. I love it. But don't worry, if you're missing some back here, all we have to do is just apply a little bit more of that cat eye. But look how pretty. I love it. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of feel.
Elizabeth said, wow.
I know, right? Isn't it gorgeous? Okay, I'm just gonna kind of feel around, make sure there's nothing that I'm leaving where it's too bumpy on top and she might get to picking anything, right? I don't want that, so I'm just kind of feeling. I also don't want to lose my texture though either, so. Okay, there we go. That's coming along real nice. And it's smooth. It's not like perfectly smooth. I can kind of still feel a little bit of texture, but I think it's gonna be okay. I don't expect her to go nuts on picking at it or anything. Okay, let's focus on our high points again, because that's what's gonna create that depth in here. Okay, right on top, I have a lot. Uh-oh, I started to peel part of the polish off, so I know I could be going too far. Let me clean this off, take a look and see where I am.
It won't rip pantyhose, right?
No, 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 it's not that kind of a feeling. Now, if you didn't file it down to make it smooth, I'm pretty sure it could rip pantyhose. Okay, I'm still gonna get a little bit more right in here. Right here. Okay, let's clean it off again. See where we are on this one. Oh, that's really pretty. I love that. It just kind of creates its own veins, you know? It's gorgeous. And these are gonna be our accent nails. The other ones are just gonna be nice and slick and smooth and cat-eyed. Okay, I'm just gonna I want it up by this cuticle because it ran kind of back.
Cap this, or will
Oh,
it ruin the
absolutely.
design?
No, I'm gonna just put a top coat on, but you could absolutely encapsulate it. You could add glitters, you know, on top of it and then encapsulate it. That would be gorgeous. I would love to see that. I may have to do that with this look and play with it, because that would be really pretty. Okay, I want more definition in here. I may not have had enough high points in through here, but if I didn't, that's okay. That's just kind of how it came out, right? Let's see. No, it's kind of showing.
Coming along like a seashell.
Yes.
Add some pink.
Ooh, wouldn't that be pretty? Let me see. We'll see what I've got that I might add. I kind of like the gray though. Okay, I do need though we need to fix up where we took off too much, so. And mainly it's gonna be focusing on that back part by the cuticle. And maybe a little bit on the side here where I went a little too far. Okay, so I'm just going to put it around the cuticle and over here. Okay, let me take my magnet again. Just jazz it up.
Like the inside of an oyster shell, just a hint of pink.
I know, right? Just a hint. Okay, we'll do that. Let me go ahead and nuke this with my little light, just so it doesn't go anywhere. We'll run some little veins of pink through it. How about that? Okay, let's get this one.
Where a pearl grows. I forget the name of that shell. It's really coming along. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, oysters. That's what I would think too. I love pearls, but I'm not a big sea person, so I don't know what it's called either. But the oyster part sounded good to me. Okay. There we go. Whoop, there. It's so pretty. Very organic. Okay, let's do your thumb. The thumb might be my favorite. I don't know, just something about the way it came out. It's super pretty.
Mother of pearl.
Oh, mother of pearl, yes. Is that the ones that have the, I didn't know that the,
Oysters have pearl. Though.
yeah. I think do all oysters have pearls?
Well,
Now you got
I
me
mean, I
wondering.
think
I'll
they
have to look
can.
that up later. Okay, and the big nuker, Jandy. Just for like 10 seconds, you'll be good. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and paint the rest of her nails. I'm gonna get a pink out. I'm gonna get a pink jelly, I think. Let's see.
Elizabeth said no, I guess, about pearls. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Let me grab a pink jelly. Let me see what kind of pink I want. Okay, I'm gonna do kind of this, kind of like it's kind of like an orangey pink, but it's really pretty. This is Valentino's, and it's 130. 130.
It's like winning the lottery if you're lucky.
Oh, wow, I did not know that. Okay, Jandy, you're good. That's interesting. My gosh. Yeah, I would love to live by the ocean. I think I would pick the Pacific Northwest because it's gorgeous up that way. And I love the rain, like the rainy kind of weather. Edith's trying to break into Jandy's office while we're in here. These dogs. These dogs. Okay. Ooh, look how she did. Look how she's doing. She's gorgeous. Okay. Edith, you're gonna have to wait till we finish doing nails. I think these ones, though, I'm just gonna keep gray. Because it's a pretty brown gray. It's really, really pretty. Okay, it's your pinky. And then we'll figure out how to get that pink in there on the others, where we won't mess up that design. This is one of those colors where you kind of have to put it on and then make sure you pull it straight down so it looks like it goes on real smooth. Okay, and you just go in the nuker for like 10 seconds. Let me get my little pinky orange out. Let's see how this is gonna come out. I'm gonna put the tiniest bit on my plate. So that's kind of the color of it. Can you guys see that pretty good? It's very, very bright, but I think up against the gray, maybe we might get, if it's too bright, I've got more of a pearly pink, but we'll see how this comes across. Okay, you're good, Jandy. Come on out. Okay, let's see how this one will do. Maybe if we just, See, I don't want to take away from, oh, that's too bright, huh? I feel like that one's too bright. Okay, hang on. Let me grab my little pearly one. Okay, here's, no, that's not my pearly one. Nope. Wait. Okay, here's my pearly one. These are that RARJSM off of Amazon. Oh, that one's not it though. I just grabbed the wrong one. You kind of can't tell what color they are until you grab it and get it opened. But it should be kind of a mixture of like a bluey pink. There we go. So maybe that'll be pretty. Let's see. I can't make it too high. If you were going to encapsulate it though, it would be gorgeous because then you could kind of add some height of this color. I'm just going to kind of lay it. We'll just kind of lay it in a couple spots in here. How about? What are you guys thinking so far? Is it taken away too much from the design? What do you guys think? Is it adding or is it taking away from our design? You guys let me know. Looks good. Do you like it better than just the... What do you think, Jandy? You think it takes away? Okay. I know. I'm kind of... Okay, I think I'm going to not do it, actually, because I kind of like the way it looks like that. And I don't... We'll do, though, an encapsulated nail using the same kind of style of design. We'll encapsulate it with something and we can put a little bit more pink in it. Because I do want to do that again. Because I think the more I do it, the better I'll get at doing it, of course. Okay, let's go ahead and get our top coat on.
You have to wait.
Let me grab my top coat. I'm going to use my Gotti top coat, my no wipe Gotti top coat.
Sandra said I would say no, don't add the veining.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Sandra.
They
I agree.
say-
Thank you for...
said put gold veins on it.
Oh, gold veins? I think Jandy's going to kind of like this. She's not a big gold person. Now, sometimes I make her wear gold. I'm going to lie. Sometimes I feel like, well, this is the look I want to do, gold, so you're going to have to take it. Suck one up for the team, Jandy.
Always ends up looking good.
But I think she's going to like this a lot. Because she's more of a silver girl. And this has got some pretty, like a titanium silver look to it. It's very pretty. Gotta scoot you back just a wee bit, Jandy. Now, another thing that you could do, I'm putting on the shiny top coat, but I should have done this one. I'll do that one over there before I put on the shiny top coat. I'll do it matte and show you what it looks like. Because I feel like it's really pretty matte too. And you may have to kind of work with your top coat just a little bit and kind of, you know, get it in if there's any crevices sticking. She doesn't really have any crevices, but sometimes you know how top coat will get sunk down into anything. I see a little hair, and I still see a little hair. Okay. What is that sound outside?
Doors.
I know what is that sound. Is that?
I guess someone's drilling or something.
Oh, somebody's drilling, she said.
Cutting down trees or something.
Oh, cutting. You're probably right. They're probably cutting down trees. We're supposed to have a big storm tonight, so yeah, they better cut their trees down. Oh, I'm gonna put, let me pull you a little bit closer. I'll put a mat down over that one, show you what that looks like. And then I'll fix it with the shiny. Get the shiny on first. Okay, and if you'll go under that nuker, and I'm gonna grab my mat just so I can show them what it looks like. Okay, got it. I was wondering how quick that would be to grab my mat. Okay, let me see your hand again. All right, I'm gonna do a mat on this one so I can show you guys. I still need to get this little part here off. I'm gonna get it though on her skin after I finish. I'll show you how I'm gonna do it. Just with that little cuticle bit, I'll just go around the skin again. Okay, and the nuker. In the nuker, Jandy. I kind of couldn't, when I was thinking about doing this look today, I kind of couldn't decide whether I wanted to do matte or shiny because I liked the matte and this design also a whole lot. So I think either way that you go, it's going to be pretty. I need to clean my little, while she's under there, I'm going to go ahead and clean my little mat off, and I'm just going to use a little bit of acetone. And let me grab a clean wipe. Okay, that way it'll be ready for next time. There we go. Make sure and get your corners, even if you didn't have gel, because you might have touched it funny. Okay. All right, let me see you, Jandy. Do you see the difference between shiny and matte? Isn't that cool looking? So like either way you go, it's really pretty. Let me get up, and then I'll put on her shiny, and then we'll. Okay, let me just make sure anything is pulled away from her skin. Make sure no gel has kind of got her attached to herself. That always drove me nuts when I would go to the salons and they wouldn't make sure that my acrylic was like detached from my skin. Okay. It's just the littlest bit on here. So this is what I'm gonna do before I do my top coat on this finger. I've got my, that same little bitty bit for my cuticle. And I'm just going to, let me pull you guys in a little bit better. Okay. Pull the skin a little taut. And I'm just going to kind of tap at it. And then I would feel it, and if you can kind of come in like that, if you need to kind of cut it up a little bit better. There we go, it's coming. And then right in here. Still hanging on right there. Okay, there we go. Now I got it. All right, now you're set, Jandy. Let me make sure we don't need any on this finger. No, that one's pretty separated.
Riley's is so pretty.
Thank you, Riley. Which one do you guys like better? Do you like the matte or the shiny? Before we move on to the... Let me know. I'm curious. I like them both. I really can't decide because I've thought about it all day. I'm gonna get in here with a little bit tighter file because it doesn't need much, just maybe a hair. Okay. Alrighty. Now let me get my brush this off. What are they saying, Jandy? Matte or shiny? Oh, both? No. It's hard to decide. Okay, now let's see. Oop. Now we're gonna get my shiny again. I know, I like them both. It's really equal for me too. Probably just whatever the client would like. And if they're not sure, like Jandy, I know she likes the matte. So she's used to wearing matte too. So I know she'd be fine with it if I did all matte. But some clients you just kind of know, like we have an aunt that she didn't wear it, had never worn matte before, and the first time she wore it, she hated it because she was just so used to the the flashiness. Okay, and the nuker, Jandy. And she was like, I can't stand this matte. And then after she wore it, because she lives a little bit further away from me, so I couldn't get to her for a couple of weeks. But when I did get back to her, by that time she had kind of started liking the matte. And now, I dare say she's probably 50-50, whether she wants to wear a matte coat or a shiny. It's kind of funny, but I would say if you're not sure, if your client isn't sure, go with the shiny, just because it's what people are going to be most used to, you know? But I agree. I think it looks beautiful with this particular design. I think either one looks good.
I think you should do the textured nails matte and the other one shiny.
Ah, that's a good idea. Okay, let's do that. Jandy, are you good for that?
Right.
Okay. All right, let me get my mat back out. Okay, come here with your hands, Jandy. Ooh, okay, one last look with the shiny before I turn it matte. Okay. Let's do it. That's an easy change. Yeah, we'll have to do this look in an encapsulated design with some other colors and see what it looks like. Jandy's moving on. She's moving around on us. I'm gonna tell on you, Jandy. Okay, go in the nuker. Go in the nuker. What's everybody gonna do this weekend? Anything? I know we're not doing a dang thing, except for we've got plans around the house. Jandy does go work. She worked for the vet on several Saturdays, so she's gonna be working at the vet. I think I have a pedicure and a manicure scheduled this weekend. Other than that, we're just gonna be hanging out at the house and doing whatever we need to do around here.
Weapons is on.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
Max
watch
now.
Weapons. We haven't seen that Weapons show. And Jandy, you should be good because it's only a 30-minute or 30-second nuke. Oh yeah, that looks really cool, doesn't it? Ooh, I like that. Okay, let's get your cuticle oil on. Let me grab my cuticle oil. It's real pretty, Jandy. Let's look at our thumb too. Oh yeah, that's nice. I love it. Hydrate her cuticles since we have been putting on so much dehydrator. But this is my chance as well, to go around one more time and kind of feel everything, which I feel something right here. It's more so up against her skin. So I'll just kind of take my little file. Okay, I got it. Now, if you wanted to go up underneath those nails and really thin them out, you could. Probably what I'm gonna do is just take my file up underneath and bring them up, like lift them up a tiny bit on the tip. let's see though. We won't do that though now. We'll just let them. Yeah, that's really cool looking. You know what? They kind of look like space design, doesn't it? A space nail. And as much as I was kind of hating that this one didn't have a lot of grooves, I feel like it's different, you know? I didn't wrinkle it well enough. I'm gonna have to keep practicing on my wrinkle method. All right, guys. Thank you for coming in and joining me today, and I hope that you enjoyed this little tutorial. And it's kind of it's a fall design, but really you could wear it fall and winter and really anytime. And then, you know, you could do it with any color cat eye. So we'll play around some more with it because I need some more practice anyway on my wrinkle method. And we'll encapsulate it and stuff like that. There we go. Got some lotion on her. Oops, let me get that little hair off. You can relax. And Jandy's always stressed. All right, guys, there you go. Lovely, huh? And I'll put down in my on the description where you can shop at Riya, and the name of that polish again. All right, thank you for joining, guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'm probably going to be coming back on this weekend and doing my own nails because I've just kind of threw a pretty polish on them and just to kind of get me through the week or whatever. And it's kind of time. So, all right, I will catch you very soon. Have a good one. Well, it doesn't, not gonna let me in the live stream. Wait, what's going on?
Edith? No.
Usually I have an end button, but I don't see it. That's so weird. How do I get off of here? Oh, there we go. I see it now, guys. Okay. Have a good night. All right. I'm back in the picture here. All right. See you later.